2 new guests at the lodge. My neighbor couldn't keep these because of the dogs that they've got roaming around the area, so we'll see if they integrate. They had 2 roosters too, but I don't want the damn roosters. Let's see what happens. I can see a little bit of light under here, but well, all you're trying to do is the ground temperature is going to stay, in Georgia at least, it's going to stay 40, 50 degrees down there. Everybody say hi. Everybody say hi to the new girls. Come on out, babe. The morning screams. They'll sit there and scream at me until I give them some food. They've got food out there. They just want their treats. They're spoiled to death. They'll follow me down here. Morning, girls. And they're so loud. Oh, got another mouse. Got another mouse. Fertilizer. So I mix up kind of a fermented grain mix for them. I just let it sit in the bucket and ferment. And I'll put that in the gutter system along with some black fly larvae. Open the gates from hell and let them come out. So this water tank here, this feeder tank, it sits on top of a seed germination pad, which keeps it at like 50 something degrees. So this one doesn't freeze. That outside one does freeze, but this is plenty. I just got to make sure, I got to fill that up, make sure it stays full, because they drink a lot of water. They've got all their feeds. I do need to get them some more. Yeah, I need to get them some more layer feed. They got their grit. And let's get the eggs out while we're here. You really don't have to worry about chickens in the wintertime unless you start to get below 0. We're going to get down to probably 16 degrees. The only thing I was concerned about is I do have a lot of slots in here, but the wind usually comes this way. And I have these up here. They're actually heat shields for the sun. Hi, honey. So they should be okay. It should be fine. The main thing you don't want is you don't want moisture. You want ventilation in the wintertime. So the girls are all in here. I think they're all the boxes are loaded. There's a chicken in each one, and I've got some more boxes I bought. Basic stuff, 2 sizes of chicken grit. I just filled this huge thing. They'll go through that in about 2 weeks. And they have scratch grains. And then they have an outside feeder. And in the mornings, I give them this fermented mash that I make, plus some grubs. They seem to like it. All right. So in my last video, I have feral cats out here, and I showed you that I caught a feral cat again in my cage. I've got 2 black cats, black cat with white paws, and then a calico. And I catch them all. But today I got a possum, so we'll see how long it takes for Mr. Possum to realize the cage is open. Go on, go. There he goes. Skedaddling. At least it ain't a skunk. I don't even think I'm gonna set this, because as cold as it's gonna be, I don't want something to be in here down at 16 degrees all night. So I mean, if I catch a cat, I don't want a cat sitting in here all night long when it's 16 degrees. So I'm gonna leave the cages closed. I'll check that other one, and I'll probably close up that other cage too. I have a lot of corn in that feeder. I need to put some corn in it. Man, it's cloudy, windy, and you can feel that temperature dropping. Man, check everything you got. Make sure all your water sources are covered up. I don't know. We're supposed to get wintry mix here, possibly 1 inch of snow. Again, this is the time that if that changes or increases and it starts to go up to an ice storm, any kind of sleet and ice storm, man, let me tell you what, you don't want to be sitting in a house without power when it's 16 degrees. Thank goodness for my wood stove. And we actually tested the fireplace for the first time. We had never lit a fire in the fireplace, so I went ahead and did that too. But get your firewood, get whatever you need, make sure all your water sources are secure, and if you have backup power, watch my videos on generators and battery backup systems. Just be ready, guys. All right, so this will be interesting. We have 2 new guests at the lodge. 2 new guests at the lodge. My neighbor couldn't keep these because of their dogs that they've got roaming around the area, so we'll see if they integrate. They had 2 roosters too, but I don't want the damn roosters. Let's see what happens. Everybody say hi. Everybody say hi to the new girls. Come on out, babe. Come on out. Go on out, go. There you go. All right. We don't have an immediate attack, which is good. Hey. Stop. Oh no. Hey, stop. All right. I don't know if this is gonna work out or not. So basically all the birds were going after them and doing their pecking order thing. But they actually, I got them to go up into the house, and they're isolated in the house. So I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if it'll work out or not, but it's funny how these chickens know who is and who isn't part of their tribe. At least they got someone to pick on other than themselves. That's crazy, dude. How they know that. The whole point to me taking these chickens is they're young. Number one, they haven't even started laying eggs. And number two, she's got too many chickens down at her place. And they were going to let them free range, but we've got neighbors' dogs running around. And the problem is her chickens are friendly with her dogs. Well, these dogs aren't chicken friendly that are roaming around the neighbors. So she had 2 roosters and 2 hens. And I said, well, leave the roosters out. They can probably fend for themselves, but these 2 young hens. The problem is when you introduce new chickens into a flock like this, especially where you have all the same breed, I mean, they definitely have a pecking order. So, I mean, either I'll wake up to some bloody chickens tomorrow, or they'll figure out how to work it out. I don't know, we'll see. But they're real healthy, they're young, and they didn't come from a large chicken farm or something like that, so. That's my neighbor probably shooting his AR. About a 1/4 mile down that way. He's got a range set up. It's one of the reasons why people don't come down your driveways in this county. Everyone knows at the end of that long gravel road, there's a redneck with a gun down there. So no one comes down my driveways. I've had one person come down my driveway in 3 years, and it was a Hispanic painting crew looking for an address. So we have 3 wells on this property. Actually, it's 4, but There's a shallow well here that served the house for 25 years, full of bacteria and stuff. The shallow wells are not good. But anyways, I put rock wool, ROCKWOOL, I believe, rock wool. It's not fiberglass. It actually is made from rocks. And see it right there? That's actually rock wool. And I surround it with rock wool. That was part of my freeze videos that I did. And then I also lift up these covers for my irrigation, and I pack these covers with the rock wool too. Well, I'm all out of rock wool, and I didn't even think about it. My upper well, I built a really nice little thing for it, but I probably need to get some insulation on top of that piping in there. A lot of you already know, but this is the well, the first well we put in. This is a 600-foot deep well, and then Ryan and I, my son and I, built this, and we have on the inside, we have, man, it's warm in here. We actually have insulation board, and then I actually throw a sleeping bag and some more rock wool over the pipes in here, and it stays pretty warm in here. I'm gonna have to change out. I only got 81 hours left, it looks like, or 81, whatever it is. This is pre-filter, carbonized filter, post-filter, UV filter, and it goes into the house. Now we put in a backup well. The problem with wells is if your well ever goes down and you got a deep well, you could be waiting a good month or two to have someone come out and fix your well. So what I had them do, I needed water up by the chickens, so I said, well, let me go ahead and make the investment in another deep well. It's another 600 feet deep. It actually has a little more water, but I had them run an underground pipe from that well over there all the way across, down over here and into here. If this thing ever fails, all I have to do is throw a switch, and now I'm feeding off that other well up there. So not only do I have my shallow well, but then I have these two as well. So let me go throw some wheat straw in there. Well, I'm up here doing this well thing, and the good news is that the new girls are out in the run. They're not getting attacked right now. But I guess we'll just have to watch and see how this social issue goes. Let's hope that stays. So, just in case. I can see a little bit of light under here, but well, all you're trying to do is the ground temperature is going to stay, in Georgia at least, is going to stay 40-50 degrees down there. And so you just want to hold that ground temperature, mainly around your pipes. So I'm just going to throw a bunch of just wheat straw in there. And I don't have to worry about the electric. The electric is neatly placed in there in a box. However, what I do have to worry about is my camera getting crushed. Why do I do that? Why do I put out wheat straw when I got this jacket on? Anyways, so you can see I'm fully protected in here. It's going to hold in that ground temperature. That's about 3/4 of a bale of wheat straw. And let me tell you what, man, that is perfect. All right, so these are the new girls. You can see that they're lighter in color. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying to rehome them. Man, it is windy and cold out here. So I'll keep you guys updated, because what's going to be interesting is not just the social aspect on these new chickens, but do they know that they're supposed to go inside the chicken coop at sunset? I don't know. So, I mean, do they know where the water is? Do they know where the food is? It'll be very interesting to see. They sort of, it's monkey see, monkey do sort of in the chickens, and hopefully they go inside the coop tonight, but we'll see. They couldn't keep them, so, you know, I'll give it a shot and we'll see what happens. Oh my goodness, this is going to be brutal, guys. If this wind keeps up, it's going to be 16 degrees, and then Tuesday we're supposed to have some sleet and snow come in. Man, if you got firewood, check all your water stuff, and I guess I'll try and keep posting some videos for you guys, because it ain't worth being outside. I'll talk to you later, Doc.